Okay. All right, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to me nice. Okay. Now, hopefully, I'm over here dropping stuff. Come on now, dog. Gotta make sure people can see that. Okay. No, pretty far away. I should have brought my tripod. That's what I should have did, but it's all good. How we doing, family? How we doing, divinity, to all the people who are joining? Prosperity, abundance, divinity. Make sure y'all get some sun. Make sure y'all grounding, putting your feet into the grass. How we doing, everybody? I'm pretty sure y'all can't see that, so it's all good. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Let's do you like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we getting somewhere. Hold on. Okay, but I just know the camera gotta be flipped, so that's okay. But how we doing, everybody? To the ones who are joining, thank you for tuning in. How we doing? Hope y'all having a great Saturday. I'm just seeing who we got up in here before we get started. Yeah. Yes, sir. I seen your videos, definitely a lot of knowledge there. I appreciate you, thank you. Yeah, this one right here is for YouTube, so I'm just waiting until people start joining, and then we can just go ahead and get started. Cause I just want to go ahead and post today, honestly. You know, your boy was addicted to that Dragon Ball Z, so I gotta get myself disciplined. But no, I appreciate you for saying that. But seems like we got enough people up in here, man. Honestly, the number doesn't really matter. What matters is whoever sees this or hears this, just know you were meant to hear it and you were meant to receive the message. Let me go and turn this around right now, as a matter of fact. Let's go and do that. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna make sure. Can I ask you a question about something? Yeah, go ahead. Cause once I get to teaching, I'm not gonna be able to see it no more. But yeah, go ahead. Damn it. I'll answer it right quick though. Oh my. Alright. Appreciate it. Thank you for the likes too. But yeah, go ahead. Better hurry up. Cause once I get, you know what I mean? Once I get the teaching, it's over. You better ask a question or it's game over. First time catching one of these in real life. Yes, sir. I appreciate you for that, man. Yeah, I just wanted to post this on YouTube real quick. My goal today is to get 4 videos in. So right now it's the first one. No matter how long it is, you know, it is what it is. Do you believe entities like Lilith and Lucifer, Jesus are actually real, or what are they? You know, this question right here goes right into the topic for today. Because for one, a leader would never really care about titles that have nothing to do with their higher self. But let me just go ahead and answer the question for you. So I do not believe in Lilith or Lucifer or Jesus, but I believe in the titles. What do I mean? The titles meaning that somebody somewhere, because it's a social construct, somebody had to wake up one day and say, okay, we're going to design a program called Lilith, Lucifer, and Jesus for enlightenment. Lilith can mean that, so the woman's higher self or her lower self while she's in her higher self, she understands that the Lilith will have to go to Satan's ego, depending on how strong his enlightenment is. She will go to his enlightenment. She'll either take from him or receive from him or do both at the exact same time to benefit herself. Now, because the Lilith is a conceited female dog, you want to call her that. But When she goes over to Lucifer, now we understand too that Lucifer and Jesus in gematria are equal to 74. That same exact cipher means that Lucifer developed his consciousness inside of Jesus Christ's mindset, meaning that Lucifer or Jesus was a born leader. Literally why we are going over this right now today. Because a born leader, meaning that for one, Lucifer had to have dumbed himself down, herself down, to even understand what the Christ consciousness is. Because Jesus Christ is not a real person, but a consciousness. You have never seen a Messiah till you woke up today and looked into the mirror and brushed your teeth. I hope you brush your teeth today. But if you brush your teeth, look into the mirror, stare at yourself in the eyes, that's exactly what Lucifer or Jesus Christ is doing. We are so asleep that we believe that these titles are real, but what is real in a dream? When you are dreaming in a simulation of other dreaming frequencies that you are not awake to, when you are born into your higher self and when you are dying in your higher self, when you go around in your higher self every single day, acting unconscious, you will reside at a succubus or incubus mindset. You'll be programmed to want to take from people's energy and not know how to bring your own energy from the outside world right into yourself by meditating. Let's get into this shit. That was a great question too, by the way. You just got me started. All right, here we go. And honestly, it is, man, Divine, please don't cut this live off, man. I'm not gonna be able to see it. Hopefully y'all can see that. Can y'all see that, please? Hold on. Can y'all see that from the angle, please? Hit a, just give me a thumbs up real quick. I wanna make sure that y'all can see the gems. Should I move the angle real quick? I'm gonna move the angle for y'all real quick. I don't think y'all can see that. Thank you for the answer. Yeah, you're welcome. I can see it. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you. Sun is behind. Should I go ahead and, you know what? You know what? Good perspective. I ain't even gonna ask the question. Let me go ahead and move. I appreciate you for that. I'm gonna go ahead and move it the other way. I got y'all. I'm gonna move it this way so the sun not behind it so it don't block off the gems and all that. So appreciate y'all for the honesty. Gotta make sure y'all can see the list so that y'all can get, like, if you're taking down notes, it's basically for you. Cause this ain't got nothing to do with me, honestly. But other than that though, make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all get yourself something to drink, something to snack on, get your mind right. And always remember too, be open-minded. This live is not a teaching to where I'm teaching you everything. This live is for you to understand that you and I combined together, we are our own studious teachers. That's the one thing of being a leader. A leader meaning that, for one, there's no such thing as a leader because a leader has to program themselves to want to lead. But how can you be a leader if you are following other leaders? If you are a leader by yourself, then therefore you would never call yourself a leader because a leader would never talk about their leadership. They just act like it. Their habits will tell you, oh yeah, that's a leader, because you set yourself up for great examples because you know people are following in your footsteps. So a leader would not have to talk about, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing today. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Work harder. Stop complaining. Stop crying all the time. Focus on you. All right, let me go and make sure that this is a good angle for y'all. Okay, good. Hey, ooh, Mother Nature, look at your enlightenment. Okay, is this better, family? Okay, that makes that perfect. Got you. I know that's perfect for sure. I appreciate y'all, man. Hold on, let me make sure we get one more. I was gonna make sure we good, because once I turn the camera, like once I put it down, I'm going to teaching. I can't see no other comments. So to whoever is moderating the chat, just let them know, like, yeah, I can't see your comments till after the teaching. So if we're all good right here, say let's get into it. Hopefully that this is a good angle though. I just need one more thumbs. Get somebody else, give me a thumbs up too. I know 36. Bree, I know you just put a perfect, so I know you can see the angle. I just need one more person. I'll make sure everybody's satisfied with their vision. Let me just get one more answer, and then we'll go ahead and just put the phone out. We'll get started. So I know there's somebody in here just put a thumbs up. It ain't that hard to do. So I'm gonna make sure that y'all can get the angle. Because if not, bro, I'm just gonna go ahead and just start these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. Way better. All right, thank you, Cam. I appreciate you for speaking up. Thank you for not being shy, bro. All right, let's get into it. And I am gonna sweat because, you know, I gotta get that sun and gotta get this exercise. All right, perfect angle. Let's get into it, man. Okay. All right. Let me start the timer too. Timer started. Let's get into it. All right. How we doing, family? So, for one, this teaching is about you were born to lead. Born to lead, meaning that, for one, a leader does not have to talk about what they're going to do in this existence. Because A leader will wake up every single day and they will do what? The first one, they will have a vision beyond the human perception, meaning that you're going to wake up and you know that, for one, you had to exist with other ideologies. If you had to exist with other ideologies, that means that what are you focusing on every single day? Because the one that you can't control is what? Your perception. You can't control how this next person views you. If you step outside your house and somebody says, I don't like your shoes, I don't like your forces, they're dirty. Who gives a damn? Because why? You can go buy as many shoes as you want. But the thing is, though, they're too fixated on a material possession that you do not own. You are renting it for a long period of time. And if you take care of it, they'll be on your nuts saying, I like your shoes, this and that. But understand, though, you don't care about that because you are seeing through what most will never reach or see. Deep contradiction. Because when you are understanding that a leader, for one, you were born to lead. By you being born to lead, everything that you do goes beyond a human's comprehension because you're not doing it for yourself anymore. Once you do become a leader, when you're becoming a leader, you are now embodying the spirit of leadership. Leadership is a practice or a program. If we are all celestial deities or quantum entities, that means that, for one, your mind transcends all. Your mind believes that you're seeing a whiteboard on your phone. But the thing is, though, this whiteboard is a mockery of what you think that you're seeing and what you already know spiritually. Because your spirit knows all, but your subconscious mind has never seen this before. But the thing is, though, you've seen it before. That's exactly why you were meant to see this message. When you understand that, even this, when you see beyond the human perception, family, they will not be able to understand why you are, what's the word? Daydreaming. When you will be in school, because I know a lot of y'all are in school or in college or even at your job, you will sit there, you'll be like, and now in your mind, so it's like you're in class, let's say you're sitting in the middle section or you're sitting in the back row. But some of y'all be like this in class, some of y'all be like this. Some of y'all probably got your hood on, your earphones on, your AirPods. And it's like in your mind, you know there's something better than what the fuck you are doing right now. You got to get up at 5 or 4 to go to school at 6 or 7, whatever time you go to school. Then when you do that, you're wasting your whole day doing what? Learning a curriculum. Fallen angels, yeah. You're learning a curriculum. Now, I always put this too because above this would be like the heaven consciousness. But when you descend down into your lower self, you are now in the programming of fallen entities. So therefore, they are mocking your perception every single day because, for one, we live in a lab experiment. By us living in a lab experiment, you got to understand too, nobody knows their human perception. So meaning that we all can say, oh, where do you see yourself in 2 years? Oh, I see you're lying. You're lying. Because if you can see yourself in a different environment in 2 years from now, why are you talking about it instead of just doing it? You don't tell everybody your plans because you don't know if you're talking to the enemy that calls himself a friend. So what is a friend when they're your enemy? Keep your friends close with your enemies closer. When you understand that, human perception cannot be comprehended by the human's perception. Human perception cannot be comprehended by the human perception. And why is that, God? Because, for one, humans have a hard time finding their mind in solitude. In solitude. Because, for one, people are scared to hang out with themselves. Scared to hang out with themselves, meaning that, for one, leaders do grow through solitude, wisdom, and guidance. This is obtained through isolation. For one, you got to understand that when you are seeing yourself doing things that most people will never do, when you are daydreaming, you're in a different dimension in your mind. So it's like remote viewing, basically. You're sitting here in your chair or in your room and on your bed, or you're out somewhere driving. You have a thought in your mind that leaves you out of this thought process of your mind. So when you're driving, let's say you're driving, for the ones who have cars, I know you can relate to this. There are some people who just drive just out of boredom or just to collect their thoughts. I do it as well. When you're driving, there's sometimes you could run a green light and you be like, did I just run a green light? Exactly. You weren't even in the car at the moment. Say it, don't spray it. You weren't in the car at the moment, but you were in the car at this exact current moment. When you leave your body, spiritually, now you are remote viewing yourself through a higher observation because, for one, you are seeing beyond the human perception because we are programmed to see, let's say, less than 0.1% of our existence. So you see a green background in this environment that I'm in, or my mother's nature, your mother's nature. But realistically, we are not able to see a goddamn thing, and that's for a reason. Because if we could see something for a reason, we would be at a higher environment with these leeches right here. And these leeches know how powerful you are, because for one, they spend time in solitude because they found their mind when they were a part of your mindset before they became what they are today, meaning that they escaped the human perception in order to find their mind in solitude. That's exactly why they are leading us through a government controlling your mind by MK Ultra or by a higher timeline, because you believe linear equations. So you believe billions of years ago, you believe the Ice Age period, you believe in dinosaurs, you believe in space, you believe in all these different curriculums or programs, but you have never seen that physically. So why do you believe in it? You believe in them, but you don't believe when somebody tells you that you are God. You're like, I'm not God. Exactly, because you can't see beyond your perception. You are born submissive, but you weren't born to submit into your leadership because you don't have a dominant mindset. Because why? You're not growing in solitude. Because when you grow in solitude, now your mind cannot focus on the outside time that you think that you want to be in. So today's Saturday. You want to go outside, you want to go club, you want to go drink, you want to go smoke, you want to go do all of that. But the thing is, though, you know you got stuff to do, because why? Let's say you want to be the best athlete for this winter break, right? It doesn't matter if you're in school, overseas, professional, whatever. Anybody can watch this, right? You know that you have a job to do, but yet you're chasing dopamine in the club, in her house, in his house, at the B&B, at the telly, at a mansion party, at a pool party. In the winter. Now, understand too, now there's nothing wrong with having fun, because I'm not going to sit here and say you got to be in nature no, my nigga, because you came here to do what? Experience the human perception that we want to call life. But life is not real. It's a dream. So if you want to dream big, you got to do bigger habits to form your dreams into bigger observations that you are able to see right now, because you have to go beyond divinity. So once you understand that, once you sit there with yourself and you say, all right, what do I want to be in life? Okay, you don't talk about it now. Now you just sit here because, for one, you are in solitude. So now if you want to grow, you have to be able to grow through being with yourself. Once you're with yourself, you are able to guide yourself and obtain your higher mindset in isolation. Because if you're around 10 people all day, you can't find your higher self. Not saying that you can't do it, but you can, because can't is still a can. Remove the T, what do you have? Can. So because of that, when you are isolated, you are able to see what you want to be in life. Because now we don't have people who are too fixated on running you rampant with different ideas. Hey, let's go do this. Hey, let's go do that. And you know goddamn well your social battery's running out, and you do not want to be outside in the first place. But yet you force yourself outside in the first place because you can't be inside with yourself, just to yourself. Imagine giving a whole year to yourself. Have you ever did that? Probably not. But when you do that, people will get mad at you for that, because they can't see what you see, because you're always giving yourself to other people. But when it's time for you to get some help, where's everybody else at? Nobody's calling your phone saying, hey, how's your mental health? Hey, are you okay? Nobody's calling your parents saying, hey, how's so-and-so? How they doing? I missed them. I miss talking to them. Nobody's calling you saying, hey, you just trying to go out to eat real quick. I just want to talk to you, see how you doing, and all that, etc. Nobody's really doing that for you unless you have a best friend or a family. The thing is, though, you have to be able to sit there and forgive people for that, because we're all busy. So we can't sit here and blame the next person for not wanting to talk to us, because we're all isolated for a certain period of time, but not forever. Because if you are isolated for ever, you will kill yourself. You have to have human interactions. Even if you don't claim to be a human, doesn't matter how conscious you are, how spiritual, doesn't matter if you're satanic, Luciferian, Christian, Muslim, it does not matter what title you put on consciousness. You are awake to your unconsciousness. So you choose what you want to do. But if you know that you got responsibilities, your responsibilities to do, you have to want to isolate yourself from the outside noise, because you can't find your purpose while being outside with loud noise. Damn, man. I'm going to read y'all comments, man. Thank y'all for following. I appreciate y'all. MK Ultra is real. Oh, yeah, I appreciate y'all. My bad. I was making sure everybody's good. Okay, cool. Thank you for the likes, too. Whew. All right, let's keep going. Just making sure everything's good, because TikTok they can suspend this shit without warning and all that, which is fine. Make sure you go outside and you grounded it. Literally. All right. What else we got here? Okay, so now, when it comes to wisdom too, we have to understand that being wise is still dumb to a fool. So how wise is a fool when a fool can't be wise? How wise is a fool when a fool can't play wise? Titles, mockeries, meant to enslave your mindset. In order to gain spiritual enlightenment, because I'm not a spiritual being practicing spirituality, but I just lied to you, because I am a spiritual experiencer, observation, perspective in my mindset, practicing the human experience. So where I have to contradict everything I say, because if I don't, you'll run around taking my words like it's a relay. But no. That's exactly why we're running laps around our mind right now, because our mind has to think outside of its own programming. Like SpongeBob said, imagination. You have to be able to get out of the box to go into the box, because once you leave the box of the maze, you are still observing another box in another maze. So therefore, when Squidward got mad at SpongeBob and Patrick for imagining Robot Pirate Island, he got mad because he understood, like, how are two niggas who are my neighbors, how are they in the box fighting pirates and robots on an island? So when I enter the box, I don't see a robot, I don't see an island, I don't see any lasers. How are they doing this? It's in your mind, Squidward. Get out of your attitude and stop being grumpy. And then when you isolate yourself with people who have a higher childlike energy, then you're able to do what? Go beyond human perception. Because Squidward was... Because Squidward was too low within himself. That's where Squidward wanted to reside at. But with his clarinet, he was always up here. Because that's where his higher mindset was. That was his purpose. So SpongeBob and Patrick couldn't understand why Squidward always wanted to play that goddamn clarinet when he was trash as shit. But see, the thing is, though, when he had visuals of him being in arenas or stages and he was playing for everybody else, that's why they couldn't comprehend why he kept playing the clarinet every goddamn day. So when you understand SpongeBob's attitude too, when he's going to work happy and excited, nobody wants to go to work like that every single day. But you have to, because if not, you're going to dread getting up, wanting to get your business that you're working in or who you're working for as a consumer. To be a producer, you got to want to save your money, pay attention to all the things that you're doing. And then when you have a higher mindset, you retain your energy, then you're able to now go outside of yourself, go outside of work, you clock out, you clock right back into work. So this is where now we're creating purpose. We're creating purpose instead of asking, because people always ask, I'm tired of this shit. People always ask, what's my purpose in life? There's nothing wrong with asking that, but if you had to ask, then you don't really know, because God should always know the answer to his ignorance and her ignorance as well. If we are all born ignorant, how can you become awake of that ignorance? You had to leave here. Your lower self, so your genitalia, so your third leg, your clitoris, all of that. When you stop operating out of lust or greed or envy or jealousy, when you leave that environment, your root chakra, your sacral, your solar, and you start loving yourself a little bit more and harder, now you speak up for yourself at your throat chakra. Then when you speak up highly for yourself, now you're able to think, you know what? Okay, I'm being open-minded, because then when I'm open-minded, I'm going into my higher self. Because why? I found my purpose now. And it can be anything. There's no design purpose for all of us. We create that. Because for one, titles. That's hideous. Titles are what enslave mankind. So if you're asking about a title, then you should not know about that title, because you create the title. You are your purpose. You are your purpose living in fruition right now. So what can you bring into your intuition? How intuitive can you be through introspection? Meaning that, are you aware of what you're doing every single day? Are you aware of your habits? Are you aware of how much love you're spreading? Are you aware of what you're teaching? Because what are you teaching? So even with the chosen one lesson that I taught the other day, chosen ones cannot exist to a chosen one who knows that they are chosen. But a chosen one would never say that they are chosen, because that makes you more ignorant. Because why? Lucifer said the exact same thing. Oh, I'm chosen. But the thing is, though, we don't understand about the Messiah's mindset through alchemy or duality. Go read the Demonology Bible by King James. It tells you about sorcery or witchcraft or alchemy, letting you know that, for one, is Satan really bad when that's your true nature? So why would Satan die for you on the cross? Get away from me. Why would Satan die for you on the cross in a simulation? How can a simulator
with simulated light codes and dark codes combined together, how can their atoms die and get crucified when there are infinite processes of energy in Almighty God's meditative state of mind? Because don't forget, everything is, was, and should not be God. But God is in a dark, twisted fantasy that you are bringing light to. Literally why the sun is shining on me right now. Because for one, that all-seeing eye right there is literally an observation of Almighty God watching you in the form of the day. But at night, what do we have? A satellite up top letting you know, hey, we have a base right here above you. We are watching lab experiments in a hologram that people want to say is flat or a sphere. It doesn't matter. It's a simulation of nothing but geometric codes from Jewish numerology. When you study gematria, they will tell your ass they had to speak in code to let you know that this is Satan's matrix, not your higher self. Your higher self does not care about teachings. Why? Because you have to want to find your purpose in order to teach. Because if you're asking, should I be a teacher? Then don't be a teacher. A teacher would never ask, what should I teach today? Nigga, teach anything. You can teach about a blade of grass, for example. You can teach about the birds. You can teach about food. You can teach about whatever you want. It doesn't matter who's watching you. There is one person out there who knows they want to learn more. But that one person can literally help you create a utopia for you and your family, but yet you're giving up on yourself because you are too fixated on not growing in isolation. You also want to be around your friends. You also want to be lit up with a man or a woman. But can this man or woman provide wisdom and guidance for you or your kids or your family? No, they cannot. All they are good at is getting on their knees, sucking your meat. All they're good at doing is sucking on your titties. All they're good at doing is wasting their energy on you. But when you are done with lust, what can y'all provide to the table? Nothing but ignorance and a see you later. That's all y'all got for each other. So now when you keep releasing that energy, you are not able to find your purpose because you think that you are a sex machine or an object. So if you treat life like an object, your passion will drive you into finding your purpose. But if you don't have that passion or a purpose to be a better you, you won't have that drive because you have no energy to drive yourself to your purpose while being passionate about your purpose. Do you understand that? You had to save yourself from yourself. She does not care about you. She only wants the rounds. Once you give her those, if she's not your wife or your husband, they do not care about you. They only want you to bust it down so that when they are done gaining your energy and stealing your light from you, they want you to go back home so they can go back to sleep. You are nothing but an experiment to weaken your discipline to your higher self. If you said, you know you got a purpose to do. To my content creators, you know you got videos to make, but you said to yourself, man, I got like two thoughts on my line right now. One of them want me to pull up tonight at 10. The other one want me to pull up at 1. I got 5 videos to make today. I don't think I'm gonna do it. You don't think you're gonna do it today? You better get your ass up and say, you know what? For one, I'm not the one that's going to say, ignore the woman, ignore the man. Because for one, you got to do what you got to do, right? Everybody needs some love, however way you want to do that. But put your purpose first. Get the 5 videos done. Because the girls will always be there. The men will always be there. Your mom will always be there. The game, because somebody play the game the weed, it will always be there. But your purpose comes first. Because your purpose will go beyond their comprehension. Oh, so you can't come over tonight? Nah, man, I got work to do. You understand that? But I mean, there is no buts, baby girl. I got work to do. You gotta lay the law down. You gotta drop your wood and say, look, I know you want me to come over, but I can't right now. I got shit to do. I got a business to handle. That's your life. That's your life. Because 5 years, 10 years down the line, and you keep doing the exact same program, because the mind runs off of programs that you are programmed into, by the way, that you choose to be programmed into, because you can't break the spell of spellcasting by spellcasters through MK Ultra. Now, when you understand that, when they mind control you in your lustful state of mind, because they need the men to not be in their higher self. Because imagine a confident man being comfortable in his masculinity. The world is not like that no more, because the world is not confident in itself. So if the world's not confident in itself, when you are a high-driven purpose man or woman, the world will hate you for that. When you're not shaking your ass, the world will hate you. When you are not showing your body off like a man or a woman on the internet, the world will hate you. When you are talking about different things besides degrading people, the world will hate you. When you're spreading the gospel about Yeshua, Jesus Christ, Elohim, or God, the world will hate you, including Lucifer as well, and these deities that you want to call angels, because angels don't even exist, because angels are demons, demons are angels. Now, when your purpose drives you to be a better you got 39 minutes, we on time. When your purpose drives you to being a better you. You are passionate about what drives you. You get up every single day, right? And the thing is too, when you find your purpose, don't forget title. When you find that purpose, nothing can stop you. Because why? You have to be mentally and spiritually disciplined. Excuse me. Because why? Your thoughts come from an ether. So for example, you can see the blue, let's call it a tapestry of ignorance, right? Because the sky don't exist. Imagine thinking that the sky is blue. And you're probably like, Divine, the sky is blue. What is color in a dream? If you don't have a title to place it into, if nobody taught you about titles, how do you know that it's actually blue? It could be red. If somebody says the sky is red today, are they wrong? Yes and no. Because why? Life is perspective. You see a 6, ew. I see a 9. What's the difference? It doesn't matter. Because who's right and who's wrong in a fallacy or a contradiction that we call reality. Reality can't even contradict itself. The mind thinks that this is all real. But what is real to the mind? When the mind's not real itself. Come on, man. This is crazy to me. So now, when you find your purpose, there is no chilling no more. Bosses will eat last. And some of you don't fast. Bosses eat last. That's exactly why some of you don't fast, because you think that you need to eat. Incorrect. Because you can go more than 2 weeks without eating. But if somebody be like, time out, bro, I can't even go a day without eating. You're greedy. Understand that. When you are driven to take care of yourself, and let's say you got kids, because for one, if you got kids, there are some people out there, I have respect to all the parents out there who have responsibilities like kids or a family, and y'all take care of them by being a single parent or a co-parent situation. Y'all take care of your situations at home. No matter what you do, you always feed them, you always clothe them, you bathe them, you talk to them, you read to them, you do their homework or help them with their homework. You don't do it for them. You discipline them, you have talks with them, you laugh with them. I respect parents like that because you don't have to. And the thing is too, your other parent, you may not like them, you may despise them, but because you are a single parent or because you have another parent in the household, you are doing whatever you can to make sure that no matter what, you leave a lasting legacy. Because don't forget, we all descended from this ether or this quantum computer that we want to call life. Because life is a computer that you are programming yourself into. So when we came down from this ether or the quantum or the absolute domain of dominions, we understand dominions and principalities because you are the Anunnaki or the fallen angel of your mother, Kai. So we understand that for one, God's either a man or a woman, but it came from somewhere because we are protected by a firmament, letting you know that for one, above you are in your mom's womb, basically, circle of life. So we understand the circle of life no matter what. Leviathan is eating its tail, letting you know that no matter what, karma will always come back to the ones who do good to other people. When you do that, you love yourself again. You love yourself because why? Your passion drives you to want to love your purpose. Because what is it? You created. So for example, my goal since I was 5 years old, I want to get people to heaven. I didn't know what that meant at first, but then I understood, oh, wait a minute. Heaven is a mindset. Why? Because I can tell somebody all I want. But if you don't contradict what I say, contradict everything, question everything. Let me say it one more time. Contradict everything, question everything. Don't take what I say with just a full mentality. No, take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research. All I have is information, but you know the truth to this information because why? It's a contradiction. It doesn't exist in the first place because why? Your spirit knows all. Spiritual beings don't talk, but humans do. That's exactly why I am that I am. Now, when you understand that, when you don't ask about your purpose, you are now being responsible even when it's not your fault. So when you know your purpose, you are responsible for taking a loss because bosses will lose. For example, let's say you're doing a group project or something like that and your group fails. You know why they failed because you did your work early. You helped everybody else, but they were too busy being late. Y'all had a whole month to do this project. You are the only one who did your responsibility, but nobody else did. And you can't make a grown man or woman at your job or your school do the work for themselves. If they don't want to do the work for you, you can't get up and go to the house and say, nigga, do this work or else what? Or else what? What you gonna do? Nothing. So once you understand that, even when it's not your fault, be responsible. You know what? That's on me, man. You know, I could have had a better, that's just on, no excuses. Because a leader, if you know that so for example, It's all 5 of y'all. You're the only one who did your work. You go into the middle class and you say, or the teacher says, so what do you got today to present? Or your coworker or your boss will say, what do you have to present to the room or the class? You say, honestly, today, we didn't all 5 have a collective project to come together with. But you know what? I got what I had today. The rest of y'all got what y'all have? No, so be it. So now by you doing that, because what are you doing? You're being a born leader, because you are not sitting here blaming everybody else for what they did not and did do. But you did your job without a team. But you still need a team to do the whole entire job. So it's your fault for not getting them together. But guess what? You can present what you had to the class. And if it's good enough, you may pass. Some of y'all just say, man, fuck y'all niggas, man. We could have been passes, but y'all want to do y'all. No, don't be like that. Because now you think that you're getting mad about a project. And it's just like, fam, those aren't even your thoughts. Those aren't even your thoughts. Why are you mad about a project? A physical material project, that doesn't matter. The whole goal for that project was to have camaraderie or teamwork. But when you go outside of your team, now it's like you're not a team player no more. And leaders are team players, no matter if they lose the game. Because how do you lose when you were born to win like a born leader? How can you lose when you were born to win? You can't lose. Because what is losing to a loser who wins every day? By losing every day. So you gotta lose to be a winner, because when you are leading spirits, that means guiding yourself through growth. No matter how many people are watching you, you are leading them through your enlightenment. So even if no one, including you, isn't ready, so people aren't ready. This is the key point right here. If people aren't ready to learn from you, fuck them. Some of y'all are so enlightened, so intelligent. Y'all have so much knowledge, but yet you backtrack and you say, nobody's gonna like this because I just know, like, I know it's good, but I don't know if it's good. What? You know it's good, but you don't think it's good. So you don't want to post it or you don't want to talk about it because nobody's gonna give a fuck. All that matters in this world, where should I put it? All that matters in this world is you. You are everyone, everyone is you. So when you understand that, including yourself, when you aren't ready, nobody else is ready. But when you're ready to lead, Almighty God will be watching. He'll be waiting, because why? You are that you are. No matter what, somebody will always hate on a born leader because they can't lead themselves, because they're dominated by their ego. Imagine being born and your mind dominates you. You're a pussy. So because of that, understand too, when you're leading spirits, that means you have to guide yourself through them. When you're leading spirits, because for one, why is a spirit leading a spirit? If a spirit is leading me, that means I'm leading myself through that spirit. So therefore, there are no leaders, because we're all followers of other leaders. So if a leader is following other leaders, that means that this leader is a follower as well. So what is a leader to a follower? And what is a follower when they are a leader following other leaders? They are titles. Once again, meant to program your mind. 30 minutes of class, not bad. All right. So yeah, be responsible. Now, when you're responsible and you don't conform to the norm, so not conforming, submitting to the norm, you go against the regular program and keep progressing even while being misunderstood. Because if you don't go to school, what happens to your parents? So it's like you choose to go to school. If you don't post that content, will people care? Yes and no. But you will do yourself a disservice if you are not posting consistently, because you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to post my lash business, my haircut company, or my clothes, these shoes. I'm going to post these cars. Okay, now you found in your mind your vision beyond the perception, because somebody's going to say, nigga, you got 1 subscriber and you're posting videos about cars every single day. Why does that matter to you? I'm just saying, why does that matter to you? See, you're thinking down here. I'm thinking up here. You think that I'm posting cars, but the whole entire time, I'm posting, vlogging my life about where I'm going, taking trips to where I'm going. But for right now, the vision that you see, it's me posting cars. But through your perception, you can't see the car that I'm driving right now. So 10 years down the line, that same person who hate on you saying, nigga, you only post cars. You ain't posting about nothing. 10 years from now, damn. You got 10 cars. I remember when you was posting them rinky dink. Now you hating. Because why? You were always up here in your higher mindset. You went above your third eye. You went above the crown chakra because you were always at the Christ consciousness, because you tapped into the 369. Every single day, you did your habit. You woke up. You said you were thankful, you're grateful, etc. Same exact thing in the afternoon 6 times. You were saying you were grateful, you were this, you were that, and you believed it 9 times that night. You believe what you were saying. You ran through the day in your mind and you say, you know what? While you're in solitude, because nobody knows what you're going through while you're behind closed doors in your bed. So we understand that. Let me make sure this thing is still recording. Ooh, my fault, y'all. Imagine generations ahead we would be if we learned this shit in school. Okay, yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm just making sure because, you know, I was going to make sure they don't cut this live off, man. TikTok, I'm not posting about anything that's just crazy, all right? Like, please, just please. But thank y'all for watching, for staying here. I didn't know nobody was watching for real, but I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry if I'm going fast, too. I'm just very excited to teach this stuff, because this is actually crazy. And yes, we should learn this stuff in school, but we don't, unfortunately. And then, too, when this teaching is done, because we got 27 minutes of class left. So when the teaching is done, I'll answer any questions that y'all got, and I'll make sure that I can give y'all the right perspective on life. Let's keep on cooking up, though. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate y'all so much. All I'm doing is just regurgitating what you already know about yourself. Make sure you ground, too. All right, my bad, y'all. Excuse me. All right. So now, when you understand that, when you leave the afternoon mindset into the night mindset, you are in solitude. Because for one, you don't have a spouse to lay up with unless you do. But even if you have a partner to lay up with, where are y'all thinking at most of the time? But now, if you retain your energy, because you can't retain your energy with your spouse, let's sit here and think about this too. In order to not submit to the norm, you have to save like I said earlier, save yourself from yourself, literally. Because if you think down here, you can't think up here, dickhead, because you're thinking down here, dickhead. So now when you escape from your dickhead ideology, you are now becoming an asshole with love. And women love that, because why would she love a simp? She has to get jealous about what you are doing in order for her to be more dominant about her territory or her territorial spouse as a man. So as a man, how much do you love yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, she will not submit to your normal programming. So if you can't program yourself, then you can't program her, my nigga, or your kids, because your kids will respect you because you think down here like a dickhead. You can't even move with love no more. So when your kid says something, actually, for example, 1 through 5 years old, and you can't comprehend a baby's intelligence, because children, they're not children, but young adults who are like 1 year old or just born, they are basically smarter than all of us. They are literally God. Till the system controls their mindset. So before they get programmed by TV, fools, by you, by school, by friends, family, that's when they are in their purest form. That's exactly why their passion oversees what we can't reach. And we will never reach their enlightenment. So I don't know why people are saying, we need to go to war, this and that. If you go to war with the government, you're going to war with yourself. And you will kill yourself in the process, because how can you fight fallen entities by yourself who are actually gigantic in size? How can you fight a 50-foot deity by yourself as a 5'7" human being who's average in this world? You won't do it, because why? You don't believe in yourself. But you and I, let's say it's 1,000 of us. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. If I see them, I'm gonna ask them a question like, why would y'all control our mindset? If you know that I'm God and you God, why are you controlling God's mindset? You a pussy. I'm gonna get stomped on, but guess what? I gave you the torch now. So all my teachings you already know about, and then guess what? You step up, because the thing is too, when we die, when we leave this world, we're gonna wake up. So you have NDE. If you have an NDE, pause. Oh, you don't want to work today. That's cool. I ain't even tripping on you. NDE. Near-death experience. Because it's evident some people have not died. Now, of course, we family, so I believe that some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Divine, Celestial Rising, Divine to Noon, and Grand Night to the beautiful DT watching this video. I said that way too fast. But that was my intro for YouTube. Anyways, NDE. Hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you follow as well. Now, near-death experience. You will not find your purpose till you die. on the inside. Because what is death? When you're inside of yourself as a universe, experiencing yourself outside of yourself. Exactly. So when you die, what then? You understand that? Because there are some people who are on autopilot right now. They wake up every day and they think that, okay, I wake up. I don't even say thank you to God, not me, but somebody else. They wake up, scratch their ass. They know they got work in like maybe an hour, 2 hours. So they're just sitting there like, I don't want to go to work today, bro. Like, I just don't feel like it. I want to call out. They sit there, phones in their hand. They want to call out. They have all these excuses, even at school. I could be at home chilling right now. I got some things to do. But I got to go to school today. I got to go to work. Why are you not calling out? Why are you allowing yourself to suffer? Why are you allowing these thoughts that come from them, by the way, that come from angels, Nephilim, that come from them? Why are you allowing them to make you suffer and your own suffering? Why not just say, you know what? You got two choices. Either wake up, suffering, or you wake up, you allow the suffering to bypass you while you are loving your suffering and its experience, because you are experiencing the title of suffering. But God can't suffer unless the subconscious mind allows itself to, because you are submitting yourself to the normal program. Because every single day you wake up, you dread doing what you do. Imagine telling yourself, I'm going to be a boss. You can't be a boss if you can't wake up to doing the norm. Feeding your family, feeding your co-workers, feeding your other, whatever the case may be, feeding yourself, paying bills, car insurance, taxes, tariffs, all this stupid ass shit that we conform to because we submitted to a normal programming that was not normal. Imagine thinking that paying bills is normal. We came down from a heavenly embodiment as a legion of angels. We are the most highest creation of source. And we came down into a hologram saying that, yeah, we should go to school today. We should pay bills, work a 9 to 5 till I turn 65 or 75. And then guess what? Yeah, I got an IV hooked up to me and I live a life. But guess what, youngin'? You only 5 years old. You can't tell what I went through. But right now, imagine telling a 5-year-old all the mistakes that you did when you could have prevented it right now. Imagine being on your deathbed, allowing yourself to reminisce on old memories that you could have changed, but yet, shut that shit up, that you could have changed, but yet, your whole life, you are stuck with your mind down here because you really got 4 brains. So actually, hold on. You got the Almighty Observer's brain, so that's 1 collective brain. You got crown chakra, your third eye might as well be a brain, so that's 3. Your heart is a brain within itself, that's 4. What else you got? Your gut, that's like 6 or 5, right? And then your lower self, that's like what, 6, 7 damn near? So you got 6 or 7 brains. You really got more, but you have more than 5 brains. And people don't even use 1. You don't even use this brain. You can't even use this brain. So if you can't align all 5 of your brain or all 7 of your chakras, because your 7 chakras are your mind. The root chakra, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown chakra. Go above that. There's more chakras beyond that. But if you can't align this bad boy or this bad boy, you're done. So now you're accepting the normal programming because you can't see the vision that you should have for yourself. So you're 75 with an IV in your arm, telling your younger, your great-great-grandchild about your legacy that you did not build. Because why? You were too busy complaining in a lower environment with thoughts that never belonged to you. The thoughts were never yours. Somebody in this environment, in this world, programmed themselves to say, I don't want to go to work today. So now what did you do? You woke up, I don't want to go to work today. That's not your program. Because why? You should wake up and say, man, fuck this job, but guess what? These bills got to get paid. And no matter what, when you clock out, guess what you got? Your purpose. You are dedicated to working that stupid ass job or going to school to fuel your success. Because nobody's going to give you money or attention or fame or just values in this world. Nobody's going to give you a car. You got to go get that shit. Nobody's going to give you a free lane to go dunk the ball. You got to go get that shit. Nobody's going to tell you to go get an A. No, you got to study. Nobody's going to tell you that, oh yeah, you can go into this position in life if you do good at your job. Nobody's going to tell you that. You got to work every day. Come to work every day. How is a boss late to his job? How is a teacher late to teaching? Come on, man. When you understand that regular program, you have to love what you do, even when nobody's watching. That tells you who's really born to lead, because a leader will lead when nobody's watching. What are you doing behind closed doors? For example, when this camera cuts off, I have to go right back to reality, erase this board, add this video, post it on YouTube. I got my day done for the day. What about you? I want to go ground, meditate, journal, all these different things I taught myself, because realistically, I'm not even teaching. I'm just programming myself to what you and I already know, so that I can help my family. So what are you doing to help your family? You watching me, but after this video, or after this live, what will you do with your life? Probably go play the game, probably go smack off and shit, probably go, hey, you want to go to, what are you doing? Yeah, it's Saturday, it's a Sabbath day, you should rest, but Monday is coming right back up, and you will dread the same exact days of your weekend. Literally, days letting you know that the 7 Elohim, 7 days of the week, the Roman gods, they call them, they are programming you to feel a certain way on Monday. Tuesday, you're like, I don't want to go to work. It's still early in the week, man. I was ready for Friday. Wednesday, middle of the week, you somewhat got energy. You somewhat hyped up. Thursday come around, you amped up low-key. Friday here, everybody's happy. Why can't every day be a Friday and a Saturday? Why not? Because you don't believe that you can achieve that mindset. Because why? You are submissive to your ego, because the ego transcends all. And if you never went through a near-death experience, you will know your purpose in life. You will know your purpose in life. So for example, too, death is it's anonymous. So it's like you can die at any given moment, right? But that's exactly why my favorite quote, live every day like it's your last. Tonight, when you go to bed at night, can you sit there and say, I had a great day today. I did everything I could today. And if things didn't work out, that's cool. Because why? I found myself. Not only that, I grew up today. Not only that, I was creating a purpose instead of asking someone, what should I do to live a better life? Imagine asking a human through their ignorant perception, what should I do with my life? If you need an example on how to live life, you shouldn't be living then. You should not be living life. If you had to ask a human, how should I live my life? Kill yourself. And I don't mean that physically. I mean that mentally. Don't get offended. If you get offended, you're telling on yourself. You got 16 minutes. That's not bad, family. So anyways, I'm going to keep on going off the dome. Like, we're not done till that timer ends. So when the coach tells you the game don't end until it says 0-0-0-0, exactly. The game don't end because we're in the fourth quarter right now. Let's get into it. This full moon too that happened. And this whole shit with the hurricanes, all this different shit, right? You gotta understand too. Because I'm gonna go deeper into that. Make sure I don't get banned. Actually, I'm gonna make sure this is still recording, because you already know how they want to suspend me off the muscle and shit. Answer my question. Nigga, I can't even see your question, dude. Anyways, we are proud to call ourselves homebodies, but that's lame. Facts. Just making sure people are robbing songs, guys. I mean, we are God. Hey, thank you for the rose too. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, Bree. But yeah, what's your question? I think I missed it. Oh, so is life after death is real? That doesn't even make any sense. Is it real? So is life after death real? No. Nothing is real to reality. Death does not exist. It's an illusion. You were taught. Death is a title. You just basically projected titles into your sentence or a statement by asking a rhetorical question. You know the answer to that because you can't die if you are in Almighty God's perception. Because Almighty God's meditating right now and descending right now into your mindset. So imagine asking God, is death real to God? Like, God would look at you and probably laugh at you without even opening its mouth, because that's a mockery. Now, when you understand that, because this NDE is very important, because this, from October to December, many people are going to get sacrificed, unfortunately, but it has to go that way so that they can go into a higher pyramid scheme to dumb you down. So with this hurricane, these lists with these fallen entities or these celebrities, with just life in general, they're going to up their frequency, and even with time, they're going to keep expanding the time to accelerate it. On top of that too, with CERN, they're going to open up more portals to siphon your energy. So with Halloween, you have to be safe while going outside into Halloween, because they will have many plants or different agents that will try to kill you. They'll try to put blaze into your candy or your kids' candy. So check the goddamn candy. There'll be a lot of people outside who will try to assault you, who will try to take you and kidnap your child to sell to the black market so they can get more money, because that's their purpose in life. You have to be able to mind your thoughts and mind what's going on, because this full moon that came about on the 17th is meant to drive you through emotional capabilities and spiritual enlightenment. You have to be able to grow within yourself, because why? You found yourself in solitude. When you are in solitude, you become so dumb that you're wise. Because a wise person can play a fool, but a fool can't play wise. So there are people on the internet who play like they're smart, but realistically, you can't even teach yourself for an hour. Because why? You depend on programs to program the people who are consuming your production or your process of producers' enlightenments. We understand that. Get away from me. So we understand that. If people aren't ready for the knowledge, do not force it down their throats. Guide a horse to the water, never make it drink it. Now we understand that. Things will always be your fault when you're leading, because no matter what, they can't see your vision. So when you get knocked, so every time, like let's say you airball 5 times in a row, they can't see why you shot 5 times in a row. But guess what? You pass the nigga the ball, nobody else is scoring but you. So now when you airball 5 times, people like, oh man, you sorry, boy, you trapped. That's the problem right there. You call me trash, it's talking about yourself. Why not move with love and say, hey, my nigga, it's all right. It's okay, bro. You airball 5 times, you good, bro. You still a hooper, you still a baller, bro. I airball 5 times too, because now you're talking about programs that never came from you. So when somebody thinks down here and hates on you, that's not them. That's their submission programming your dominance, because they can't dominate their mindset. So their mindset will say, oh, I hate him. I'm going to keep watching him, but I hate on him. Imagine watching somebody but hating on them while you're watching them and subscribe to them and following them. Weirdo. So when you understand that, people will never reach or see your leadership because they weren't born to do it. There are so many people in this world, billions of souls, who will die unconscious. They will die down here. Why? Because they are too scared to think critically, to their belief conditioning that they were conditioned to believe was real. But what is real to a fictional illusion that you think is reality, when reality can't even talk about itself through you. 11 minutes. I think that's it. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah, that's it. All right.
Now I'm going to answer some questions. All right. Yeah, that's it for the teaching, though. I thank y'all for watching. We got like 10 minutes of class, so I'm gonna end it off on that note. I don't got really much to say about that shit. I'm new here. How you doing? Nice to meet you, by the way. Welcome to the family. But yeah, if y'all got some questions, y'all already know in the class, I don't mind answering any questions. Thank y'all for following. To all the goddesses, I love you, baby girl. To the my young gods, stay disciplined. So yeah, if you want to screenshot this, you know what I'm saying, go ahead. Hopefully we're taking notes, because if not, it'll be on YouTube. So I'm about to erase this, and then we'll get into the questions. I need to clean this board ASAP. It's all good though, that's that work. Cause shit, after this, boy, I'm about to edit. I'm about to go play some Dragon Ball Z. Can't wait to go play that. All right. Great question off the rip. How do I stay consistent in leadership? Great question. What's your name, Mariah? Nice to meet you. So, Mariah, to stay consistent in leadership, you have to love your faults that you mistakenly think that you are falling in. Does that make sense? For one, or without being brought down, you have to love it all. For one, authenticity combined with love and logic transcends negative judgment. Because when people are trying to bring you down, they're bringing themselves down through your leadership. Because you are consistent. You're eating right, drinking water, you're fasting, exercising, you're going outside, getting nature, you're grounding within yourself, you're journaling, you are accomplishing goals, obviously. So obviously, they had to crucify your mindset. So when our Messiah fell down to a fallen entity's formula or a format that was material, it was telling us, through Satan's ego and Lucifer's enlightenment, telling us like, hey, you will do greater works than me. But now we don't understand what that even means, because realistically, Satan was telling people through his leadership, hey, you will be better than what I am doing, because for one, I am technically demonic, but through my spirit, I am an angel, but you don't see me as an angel. You claim me to be evil. But what is evil when it's your nature? What is evil to evil? What is good to good? Nobody knows, because it's a program. So yeah, love yourself. No matter what, learn. And if people, and honestly too, the best way that I did it too, just stop giving a fuck. Like, just stop caring. That's the best way I did to just ignore stupidity. I don't care. So somebody says, bro, you're an idiot. You're talking about yourself. I don't care. I hate you. I don't care. You'll be a failure. I don't care. Because how can I fail when I'm winning right now in my failures? Coming from a failure. That's ironic. You feel me? Come on now. Thank you for the clarity. No problem. If I use my cardinal body to do what I need to do every day, does having vices really matter? The mind is a drug, right? So basically, me teaching is like my weed or my alcohol, right? So what is a vice? When it's technically saving you from yourself. Now you are running from accountability when you are going to a vice. So it's like, if you're going to go drink wine when you're stressed out or whatever, you're running from your situation that you are currently existing in mentally. But realistically, you weren't in that mindset. You just think it to be real. What's your YouTube? Divine Messenger 777. The same as my TikTok and my profile. Got 7 minutes of class. But yeah, the same as my TikTok and my, it's in my profile, it's in my bio. But yeah, so every single day you're going to have a vice. So even water. So drinking water, that's a drug. Because you need the drug to survive, obviously, or you'll die. Food, you need food. So it's like, yes, we do need some ways. We need ways to have our own devices so that we can get high. So why take a drug when you're already high as you're sober? Why get high when you're sober and high at the same exact time? So when you get high, you're just getting more high than what you already were into your higher self. So you're becoming more open-minded. Literally, there's no point in smoking or drinking because you're already drunk and high at the exact same time. Literally, you're already cross-faded. You don't need a drug or alcohol beverage to tell you, or a spirit to tell you that. You don't need it at all. And the thing is, too, they're going to program and plant these different toxins and supplements and ingredients into our weed or into our drugs or into our beverages so that they can open up your mind, so that your gateway portals inside of your body can be opened up to more demonic possession. So Insidious, The Revenant, like The Conjuring, they ain't tell you this shit for no reason. They were telling you that spirits exist. You cannot see the spirit world for a reason unless you're tapped into the human perception. But if you're unconscious, then you won't see demonic possession because you are demon possessing yourself and your subconscious mind. So when you smoke weed, it's not bad for you, but it can be bad for you. If you wake up and you are, depending on what strain it is now, indica, you're done. Imagine you wake up and you smoke indica. Sativa, maybe? Hybrid, maybe? But it's a mindset. It's a mindset. Imagine waking up drinking alcohol. Now your mind is numb. It's suppressing the thoughts that you have with your emotions because you are emotional, not you, but an example. People are emotional, so they run from their emotions because they don't have accountability for it. So now when their mind is drunk, it's like, I don't want to do none today. Now you're running from your purpose. That is supposed to be driving you to be passionate about your lifestyle. But yet you run to the alcohol or the wine or the weed to numb your accountability. Once again. Literally. Life is live restricted for some audiences. Ain't no way y'all reporting this. Ain't no way. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because your live does not comply with the ForYou fee eligibility standards under our community guidelines. What did I say today? That's exactly why I kept checking the camera. I can't make this stuff up. What did I say today? That's why I stopped going live on here, bro. That is crazy to me, bro. What? Like, who is reporting this shit? Who is sitting there watching? Like, come on, fam. Come on, bro. Thank you. Life is perspective. I can say I'm neither right nor wrong, and I still get banned. That is amazing to me. So if y'all wonder why I stopped going live, that's exactly why, bro. That blows my mind every time they do that. Damn. There are also bad spirits, yes, they hate. Facts. You didn't do anything. Thank you. You open people's mind, bro. Trying to. They probably don't want you to talk about getting high and smoking. I get your perspective, but fam, you don't gotta even do all that to get high. We're high right now. So what? Bro, I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop talking about it. Like, it's a contradiction, bro. Jealousy. I believe so too, Aaron. I believe so too. TikTok guidelines. Soft. Literally. That's why I might go live on YouTube as well. What time is it? 6:50. Something about to go down. I may go live on YouTube. I feel you, bro. But they gonna bullshit every time. Facts. But it's all good, man. Thank y'all for, if y'all have more questions too, just know we got this much time left for the class. So if y'all want to, y'all got more questions, so be it, you know, end it before they ban. Yeah, or Twitch, bro. Yeah, I'm making sure I get my followers up too for the Twitch. So I'm definitely go live on Twitch one of these days. But I gotta make sure I keep on grinding, bro, because I'm not where I want to be yet. I want to make sure I get like over like 100K, 200K, 500K, whatever the case may be. So I need to get my YouTube jumping too. That's exactly why I try to post every single day on YouTube. So when this video goes live on YouTube, when this video posts on YouTube, I got 3 more videos today. Like 3 more teachings today. So I know one is the leadership. I may talk about Atlantis again. I may talk about dimensions or the Matrix. I gotta talk about that. So I gotta break that down from us being free from reality. Keep on creating. I appreciate you, man. Stay grounded always. Thank y'all for following. Thank y'all for liking as well. Man, unfortunately, it's Lucifer or Jesus. All right, let me try to word this without getting banned. Yes and no. Where can I hear it? You talking about where can you hear the teaching? It's going to be on YouTube. Divine Messenger 777. So, is Lucifer Jesus? Yes and no. Meaning that, for one, they are titles placed upon constructs that we socially and collectively had to agree on through an illusion. I watched one of your story times about your time in New Mexico. What did you learn from Fungi? So, do you recommend? I'll say yes. I'll say like this. When I had my NDE and my spiritual awakening, when I had my second death, I did fungi. If you don't know what fungi is, I'm going to call it cheat codes because we don't want to call it. It rhymes with ooms. Anyways, I took 6, then I kept taking 7, then I took 14. But I was doing this back-to-back weekends while playing basketball, by the way. And COVID was going. The reptilian beverage was going on at this time too. And then when I took 21 continuously, that's when my mind became aligned with the Almighty Observer's mindset. So I basically embodied divinity, meaning Lucifer and Jesus' mindset and Satan's ego. So meaning that spiritually I have evolved beyond spirituality. That's exactly why I don't say I'm spiritual. I practice spirituality. I'm not religious, but I practice religion. I'm not neither though. I'm just awake and unconscious at the same exact time. We did a full story time on that. You're right, because I did not tell the whole story time, but one of these days I may tell the full story, bro, because that day changed my life forever. And I was 23 when I took the 6 downloads. I'm gonna remind you on Discord. I appreciate you. Then I got confused. What'd you get confused on? But yeah, I took the 6 downloads and that changed my life forever. I left my body. Sheesh. Yeah, I gotta know. I may go live and talk about that one of these days. Not on TikTok though, maybe on YouTube. Cause TikTok is just, I ain't gonna say. There's a Discord. Yeah, I got a Discord. It's in my bio. My Discord is Awakening Divinity. Yeah, I got Discord though. And I post in there consistently, but I also post on Instagram and TikTok consistently as well. But yeah, you go in this Discord. My Discord is basically just all the people. We just talk about just whatever. So you can share your thoughts, perspectives. You can ask me a question. I'm not a dickhead, so I'm gonna obviously answer if I can. Give you video ideas or just post about just information. That's all I really have for you is information. I don't have a truth or a lie because I hate lying when I tell the truth. But how can I tell the truth when I was born as a liar? Makes no sense. But yeah, we got 8 seconds of class. So thank y'all for tuning in for another teaching. I hate going live on here. No offense to y'all, but you know how the guidelines get, man. It should just be too soft for me, bro. The internet is just, I hate the internet, but I'm on the internet, unfortunately. So thank y'all for tuning in. This video will get posted on YouTube. And I also got more teachings coming up, so stay tuned for that. 3 more dropping tonight, if not tonight, for tomorrow. I love y'all so much. Let me get off before I get banned. Have a great day. Always remember to stay awake. I am that I am.